Hello and welcome back to Legends of the Dead. As there was no episode yesterday, it's time for us to jump back into what we're doing quickly, and what we're doing is war. After we do the war, what I want to do is take stock, do a little bit of a courtier check, do a little bit of all the kind of checks that we need to do, make sure everything is roughly where we want it, and see where we are with our objectives. I'm imagining by then we will have apostate. Apostate is going to lower our faith conversion cost, which then means that our piety number that we need is a little bit lower, so we can kind of work out a rough number for converting. We already have everything that we need in theory to convert religion, so we're pretty much just waiting for the piety to hit where we need it to be. So once we work that out, we're good to go. But in the meantime, I'm going to continue doing this war, because usually I don't help my allies, but you know, in this case, we're going to, because it's an interesting thing to do. I quite like doing it. There's not really a lot to do except gain piety, so let's do it. I mean, I guess we could just spam activities to gain it or something like that, but yeah, why not? Why not continue in the war? Right, let's merge here. My mother died. Oh, okay. Was unable to carry their own massive frame. I believe that means that they died of being a giant. I believe that is the thing. So that was the health trait that caused them to die. Neighbor lost a war against your brother-in-law. Oh, okay. Vespia. Yes, so this brother-in-law here. Oh, so has that expanded our land? Chiefdom of Totma. Yes, yes it did. Oh, cool. Well, that's nice. My vassals are expanding themselves. That's very unusual, but you know, I'll take it. Right. Let's see here. Oh, no, we actually inherited the claim. Oh, that isn't nice. So what happened there is my vassal took some land, and then it was already being attacked. Okay, I can, if I enforce demands, I get 45 gold. He'll white piece for free. I will take a white piece. Yeah. I'm not gonna go all the way up there for 45 gold. Let's defeat this army. Skuld is no longer a hostage. Oh. I could find no reason to keep your daughter Skuld as a Swedish hostage no longer. Or any longer. Okay. Do we not still have his son as a ward? We do indeed. Alright, well, they sent our daughter back to us. That's weird, but okay. It says that we can exchange hostages with Lithuania. Don't think they're going to attack us. They don't share a border. I don't see a reason to do that. Right, so who are we exactly against? So, no, it's the Jarldom of the Northman army attacking for the, attacking for Smolensk. That's our problem. Do I think I can beat them? They don't have any, they don't have any men-at-arms, because this is their actual army here. Maybe we'll go beat them up. And we are hostile to them, so let's do it. Let's go beat them up. And then we can keep our Smolensk land. Okay, make sure that we are leading the army. Were you always the Jarl of Norland? I get the feeling that you just inherited that. Inherited via abdication. So, what happened is Ingvar died, Thorfinnr inherited, this guy raised a faction and he took the land, or somebody in his land raised a faction to put him in charge. Oh. Well, interesting. So our heir actually has quite a lot of land now. That's kind of cool. I mean, we're going to lose some titles, but he's going to inherit all of Norland, which actually means, in theory, our heir will have Halsing land as their capital, which is, yeah, not what I expected. But anyway. You think they realize I'm about to attack them? Yeah, I think they realize. Well, we've defeated them. The Northman army is gone. Level of fame has gone up to Exalted, so we get more knights. That seems fantastic. Wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Right, head in here. Let's re-siege this, which will then get us more war score. Which seems good. My daughter has returned home. That seems fine. Good. Right. We captured more prisoners in that siege as well, who, of course, I'm just going to execute. 250. Wonderful. I'll take my 250. I'll also take another 250. Wonderful. We're basically just using this whole thing as an opportunity to increase our piety. You need someone to educate you in learning. That's right, learning. I know that diplomacy is what she's better at, but we don't need her to know diplomacy. Like, we have no use for her to learn diplomacy, so we might as well teach her learning even if she's not very good at it. Right, let's do that. I mean, it's still one of her 2 things that she could be good at, but, you know, she's only got 8 instead of 12, but whatever. Right. Oh yeah, somebody was saying marry my children together. I don't believe that's an option. Yeah, I don't believe that's an option, but we can prove that, which will answer whether or not it's worth looking at in a second. Dynasty, Oster. Nope, not an option. Yeah, I think you have to be certain... I don't know why this menu breaks. Anyway, you have to be certain religions to be able to do that. Or you have to... I think you have to have certain religious things. There's something in here. Where is it? It is... yes. Consanguinity. So, this controls what, how far apart marriage is allowed. Ours is on cousin marriage currently. So, that would be why that isn't an option. It is a good way if you can get it so that you can have siblings marry of getting good genetic traits down. The only problem is, of course, that you do have the inbred trait that occasionally causes issues. But, yeah, it shouldn't be too big a worry for us if you get far enough down. I think it's the... I don't know which path it is. It's in here somewhere in Legacies. There's one of these. I think it's Blood. One of these is, yeah, like chance of new bad traits, I think affects it. And I think there's something else in one of these that affects it as well. And basically says less chance of getting the inbred trait. I can't remember where that is. That might actually be the only one. But, yeah. There are ways around it. Balder has come of age. Fantastic. We'll worry about what we're going to do with him after the war. Carrying on. Unworthy peasants. So I can gain stress, or this person can be arrogant. You can be arrogant. That's fine. I don't want my stress level to go up. Okay, my counselor, Frithriki died. So this is Vespia, the guy who literally just took those titles up at the top. Okay, so this is the new person in charge of Vespia, who is not as good. Okay, we need a new steward. Oh, he was also our good guy. Yeah, he was the guy who was actually good at his job. Well, that's not ideal. And I guess I could reassign you. You've only got 9 stewardship, though. Yeah. If I reassigned him, who would I put in this one? I would probably put in Gondolfer, I guess. Yeah, I guess that's what I'm going to do. Oh no, I can put in Norland. Actually, and what do you do? Yeah, you would actually be fine here. I'm going to reassign him. I'm going to put you in as our marshal. Fantastic. I think that's a better way of doing these things. Stewardship is obviously much lower than it usually is, but that's okay. Right. Back to sieging. We might want to ransom somebody soon. Oh, I'm ill. Wonderful. Well, we should be fine. We're going to tell her, yeah, we're going to tell our physician to do no more than is necessary, which then will, in theory, give us a temporary health boost, which should get us through the illness. Yeah, reduce disease symptoms, which I believe will also counter giants, so we're as healthy as we've ever been. We're healthier when we're ill, which is weird. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to get over here. It's going to be kind of difficult to get over there. Does my ally actually have any troops left? He has 1,000 somewhere. Oh, that is his army. Okay. Well, let's go back to roughly where we started the episode. Split up our troops. And then go here, 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 and here. Wonderful. Right. And then we'll try and work our way over to him again. That's fine. I mean, obviously, if all of his land is sieged, we lose, but we're just going to hope that doesn't happen. Right. Resupply. Any of these behind any of the other ones? Yeah, this one's the one that's furthest behind. We'll wait a second or two for that to fill up. There we go. Right, merge over here. Keep merging. Ozil is under siege. Gerther Oster is no longer this guy's ward. She is now an astute intellectual. Ooh, fantastic. Well, we will, of course, marry her off after the war as well, when we do all of our sorting out of people. We make you into a shield maiden? Yeah, sure. That sounds good. I'm in debt. What's this? Finger bones of a king. A peddler in a cloak with dozens of baubles and knickknacks sewn onto it rattles up to me. My lord, I have an artifact of grand illusion with which you may convince all you possess magic power. It appears dormant at first, but by manipulating the thread, one can effect the illusion the worm has come to life. Think of how this will impress the ladies at court. So I can gain a worm on a string, or I cannot. I know this gives us piety, but the worm on a string is actually incredibly useful for us, because we can get rid of it for 40 gold. Our war is funded for a little while longer. Okay, Ozil is this one, right? Yeah, so Estonia's decided to siege there. Wait, what war is Estonia in? Okay, so you're in an invasion of Denmark, which you are defending against. Okay. So this is Jarlen's invasion of the Kingdom of Denmark, and you're the defender. Oh, for that bit of land there, I see. You're also defending in the Vespian conquest of the Jarldom of Holmgarther. Ah, so this is the one that you're actually in. I see. So you're at war with Norland. Who else are you? Who's the main guy? Oh no. So yeah, you're at war with many of my people. That's fine. Okay, so he's sieging it as part of a different war that I'm not involved in. All right, I'm not going to worry about that. Feud. Targets of ire. King Carloman wants my head. I will reciprocate the feud because I'd rather have it than not have it, so I can have the hostile scheme resistance. Again, the nemesis. Okay. She's a shield maiden. As I struggle to make out the tiny letters on the scroll before me, I feel a headache building once again. Why do scribes insist on writing such small symbols? I squint and try again. Nothing short of a miracle. With the aid of a stone of glass, even an old man struggling with bad eyesight could read with ease. So, I can give her a weak hook on me, and I gain 300 learning. I need one of these stones for 300 learning, so that's 50 gold for that, or I can gain 50 gold and lose some stress. Let's lose some stress. I need to do that. Also, I need to be in charge of this army again. Right. Back to doing this. My aunt was taken prisoner. Hey, I'm no longer ill. Do I still have the reduced disease symptoms? Nope. Alright. I gained a rival. I stopped considering him a nemesis after the feud ended. I became a stalwart house. I won the feud. Well done, me. Okay, I guess because he ended it, I won it. So we get monthly prestige and natural dread. Nice, and we no longer have a nemesis. Also, no longer will every member of their dynasty be trying to kill every member of my dynasty. Oh my god, what did you do? Wait, no, you're still next in line. No, yeah, he's still next in line. This is still what are you inheriting? What do you think you're inheriting? This Jarldom. Okay, you're not. What? Why would you think that you're not of my dynasty? Wait, no. He's rank 2. Oh yeah, people, they are voting for someone else. Who is this dude? Why are you voting for him? Okay. Foreigner's puppet. If elected, he might rule from abroad. Okay. How about you? Well, you're voting for yourself because you could be in charge. So I guess I could switch my vote to my nephew, Invespia, because he gets to vote. Therefore, if I vote for him, at the very least, we will have 17 plus 14, and that will give us the vote. I think you have just placed yourself at the top of the list because I have nobody else I can vote for who will win currently. So I need to vote for my nephew here. There we go. That fixes our succession. Okay, yeah, that might be one of the things we need to look at after this, because, yeah, I'm not enjoying the fact that we, our succession is quite as messed up as it is. Are you kidding me? Wait a second, what? How are you rank 2? What happened? Who's voting ahead of us? So we have 14 plus 17, that gives us 31. Okay. How much does the leader have? Sort by vote score. You have 34 because you have Holmgeir, my nephew, and Chieftain Andre. So Holmgeir, my nephew. So you are voting for this guy. And previously, was I voting for you? No, previously, wait, no. Yeah. I don't know who you were voting for previously. But now you're just supporting this guy. I guess maybe us changing vote maybe got other people to reconsider their vote. Yeah. If I have hooks on them, I can force them to do what I want. Is there anyone I can imprison? I can imprison Jarl Highsinger of Holmgarther. Okay. So this guy. I can imprison you and get you to vote for the guy that I want. If it would succeed, though, that's the problem. It has to succeed. Chieftain Refer doesn't get a vote. Right. So the succession still goes to somebody who is not part of my dynasty. Yup. Okay. Well, that's not ideal. I guess it's because you became a claimant somehow? Yeah, because you have an unpressed claim on this land. I could murder you. That would solve the issue, to be honest. That would solve it pretty well. Murder? Yeah, it's not going to work. You won't accept an invite to our court. You're in this guy's land. Okay. I could conquer Minsk, and then this would be my land. Maybe that's my play. I conquer Minsk. Okay. Well, not ideal. We got some more prisoners. Let's execute them for the Piety. There we go. Wonderful. Okay. Let's see if we can win this war for our ally. All I need to do is move to here. And then we should be merged up. Also, I got a new dynasty legacy. No, that's primary heir is of the wrong dynasty. It is the same symbol, but I don't have a new dynasty legacy. Okay. Change in circumstances. You've inherited Upland, so you are no longer my ward or my hostage. Well, I shall see you later. Okay. Does that mean that the King of Sweden has changed? Yes, it does. Okay. Cool. That's fine. Skuld has come of age. How old is our son, by the way? I just want to make sure I'm not... He's 17. Yeah, we haven't passed that much time. Okay, Caravan Master is dead. Court Chronicler is dead. I definitely do need to sort out my realm. It's becoming more and more urgent for me to do that. What are you doing? You're doing a... yeah, I guess diplomacy is fine. Education. Anyone quick freed up? You are freed up. Okay. There we go. You want to come attack these guys with me? Come on, ally. We finally made a bridge between my land and your land. Question of loyalty. My concubine is with child and I should be overjoyed. I'll just be overjoyed. I don't think we need to look too much into it. Right. I think we're going to be fine. We have more troops. We should win. The only problem is that we have slightly low army supply. I think we'll be fine. I'm going to attack. They're going to attack in here, but they're going to arrive too late because they're spread out. There we go. We have now won. My heir is my nephew again. Wonderful. I need a new spy master. New spy master is going to be somebody who likes me. How about my new player heir? I understand that that comes with its own issues and of him wanting to kill me. Ah, it's because this person is dead. I now need to find new educators. Uh-huh. Alright. Well, I don't have anyone currently. Let's go for diplomacy. I'll do maybe an educator check in a second. My son needs an educator for Marshall. That can be you for now. Yeah, he might not get the best education. I'm not that worried about it. 81%. Let's go over here and siege this down. How long is that going to take? Matter of days. Wonderful. We now have apostate, which is what we were looking for. It may be time to switch from this to something else. We'll see. I'm going to stick with theology for now, just in case we can get something good. Okay. Ube, apparently I'm still your educator. Why don't you be chased? That's okay. We'll have lost an independence faction against us. That seems good. Okay. 2 months on this siege. Your cousin is now your heir. Alright. Wait a second. Is this the guy? No. For a second there I was like, wait, is this the guy I wanted to be my heir in the first place ages ago? But no, it's not. It's yet another person. I mean, as long as they're related to me, I'm kind of fine with whoever my heir is. Right? Because that makes our succession fine. If they're not related to me, it breaks the whole thing. I have a new daughter called Inga. Wonderful. Right, continue the siege. You're going to attack me? That seems like a absolutely terrible idea on your part. We won the war. Okay, well. Never thought that it was possible, but we have won the war. We are now allies with... Wait a second. We should be allies with Khazaria, right? Let me just work out what we got. No, I was allies with his father. So we're not even, like, allies right now. No. He's just some person that I kinda know. Okay. Yeah, because we were allies with one of his, yeah, because you inherited mid-war, I think. Yeah, okay. I think that's what happened. Yeah, I think that's what happened. Okay, cool. Well, now we have Big Khazaria next to us. They're not even my ally anymore, but we have done it. And we got even more prisoners to execute. So let's do that. Wonderful. Right, before we go and work out how much we need in terms of piety and all that sort of stuff, let's sort out our realm a little bit here, because obviously things are a little bit not quite right. So, let's go through my children, get them married. So we have a son, Balder. Do we think Balder is any good? Well, I think Balder has reasonably high stewardship. Beyond that, I'm not particularly impressed by Balder. I mean, his prowess is okay as well. His martial, however, is absolutely atrocious. Let's find him someone to marry. Now, we could lock in this strong trait, or we could try and get something like this, something like intelligent, and bring that into our, into our court. Let's maybe do some inheritable traits here. Let's see, what have we got? Have we got any geniuses? I'm just going to scan very quickly. Yes, we have a genius, although you're 41, which is a little bit over the age that we're looking for. Yeah, I think Skuld is actually a great option. Yeah. She's intelligent. I think this seems great. Yeah? I mean, yeah, we're not locking in Giant for the next generation, but we might get intelligent into our family, which is a much better trait. Yeah. And given that we're only looking for, like, a singular heir out of all of our children, we're not trying to make the best, like, you know, eldest child. We're trying to make the best heir out of all of our children. This gives us a good chance. Like, if they inherit both of these, we're looking pretty good. So, let's do that. Send proposal. Yeah, I think this is fine. Okay. Your daughter. So, this is my daughter and friend. She is a shield maiden. What do we want to do with her? Well, I probably want to do a matrilineal marriage. And yeah, maybe we just drag in another intelligent. Maybe we drag in... Do we see yeah, can we see a genius anywhere? I'm doing another little scan. Just a little slower this time. I don't see an obvious genius. Obviously, I could have missed it, but why don't you marry Askel here? This seems okay. He seems pretty good in his own right. He's got reasonable prowess. He's intelligent, which is going to be good for us. Let's drag him into our court. And then we have our daughter Skuld. Skuld is not as good. She can't even be a shield maiden. Actually, she could. She's just humble. She doesn't want to be a shield maiden, I guess would be a better way of putting it. We could marry her off potentially for an alliance, but if there's an alliance we want. Who's the best ally that we can get? Ireland. You're in way too many wars. Estonia would be okay. Estonia being this guy up here. However, we kind of want his land. That's also Estonia. Transylvania is way too far down south. Visby's in the wrong place. Yeah, a lot of these are like... Yeah, okay, the alliance might be fine, but the person's in the wrong spot. Cheshire? How strong is Cheshire? 56 troops. Alright, I don't think we need to marry into the 56 troop thing there. Let's see whether we can drag anyone else into our court. And again, just use this as an opportunity to get a good trait into our court. And then go for prowess, maybe? So maybe get robust into our court here. Maybe... Are you a giant? No, I was going to say maybe lock in giant. But if you're not one, I'm not going to add it. Herculean is an even better version. Let's maybe get Herculean into our court. That seems like a sensible idea. And then you must be pretty good. Yeah, in your own right, you're pretty good. You got Herculean. This seems fantastic. Let's send those through. So, marriage is getting done. Wonderful. Okay, next up, what do we want to do here? Probably we want to have a look at our court and figure out who we can re-educate and who needs to remarry. Maybe remarry first. So do courtiers, look for unmarried. Okay, so we only have 8, which is not bad. Now, first things first, is there anyone that needs to go? Like, you need to go. So let's find you a matrilineal marriage. Look for somebody who's got a liege somewhere else. So you've got a liege. Off you go. See you later. Right. You're pretty good. You're a champion. Let's see if we can find you someone to marry. We've got a genius. Perfect. You can marry the genius. I don't need to look any further. That's a great marriage for us. We have this person. We've had many people who you've been married to. We're looking for prowess. We're not actually looking for inheritable traits with you. We're just looking for whatever the best you can bring is. Okay. So the best prowess happens to have an inheritable trait. Anyway, you're 41. Drag him into our court. Matrilineally. Remember to actually click the matrilineal button or you'll be very sad. You're my concubine. Okay, that's fair enough. You, another champion. Let's see who we can drag into our court with an inheritable trait. That's worth having. Again, we're looking for things like intelligent. We're looking for things like genius. And the reason why we want these traits is because they're very useful for educating and they're very useful to just have spread through the court. So let's maybe get Ruta here. She's intelligent. Let's drag her in. We have our wet nurse. We don't want her to remarry. Or sorry, we don't want her to have children. We have our concubine and executioner who still doesn't like me. Yeah, she's still not going to like me in like 10 years, but she'll like me a lot closer in 10 years. Need to figure out what we're doing with that. Maybe cultural acceptance will have fixed. And then we have our concubine here. Wonderful. Let's wait for these to go through. Okay, some of them were stacking on top of each other there. So now if I have a look, we have our 3 concubines and the person who we don't want to remarry. Wonderful. Now we're going to have a look at children. Who we don't care if they're not in our dynasty. That's fine. Actually, have we got anybody unmarried who is an adult in my dynasty? And they're in my court. We do. Wait. Unmarried. There we go. No. Okay. So we go children. That's fine. And all we want to do here is just do a quick check of educations. So, like, for instance, you're being educated by Girly. She doesn't have a good trait for that, so we can get you a better person to educate you. Remove Guardian. There we go. Educate Child. And then we're looking for, what is it, Marshall? And then, yeah, like this person. I believe it's the education trait has some effect, but the main one is these physical traits. There is a calculation that I looked at one point and went through, but basically this is the best way of working it out. So let's go with that. Right, and the next child, that's going to be you. Let's have a look. I think you've got the same problem. We are being educated by someone who's quick. Okay, we could maybe find you someone who's better at educating you. Let's do a quick remove Guardian. And then educate Child. And let's see who we got. So you're doing a learning education. Let's get Skull to educate you. That's okay. Next up, we're going to go with our daughter. She is also doing a learning education. So let's go remove Guardian. She had the same Guardian as the last person. Then we go learning. And, oh, correct way round. Yep, it should be the same educator, just because we haven't looked at that many people. You. Yep, again, we want to remove Guardian. Educate Child. You're doing a diplomacy education. There we go, Ruta's there. I believe it is best if we use the genius no matter what, basically, who's in our court. We haven't actually had anyone be educated by the genius yet, but... well, just because we haven't had anybody... I think I might switch you to learning. Yeah, we haven't had anybody who's had... let me try this again. We haven't had anybody who I'm particularly worried about the education of, right? I don't think we need to have like the absolute best education for any of these people. I mean, we can have you be a genius because you just happen to be the one that fits in here, so you can be this person's educator, but yeah, I'm not overly worried about it, but they will be the best at doing it, I think is what I was going to say. That makes sense. Yeah, cool. Right, now let's go through these. So you're excellent. Wet nurse. We have somebody who's good. We'll stick with that. Somebody was saying, can we try and find like the best wet nurse? I believe that the conditions are kind of difficult to look for. You're looking for good well, yeah, you're looking for the best health you can get, and then them having children, which is kind of a difficult thing to search for in the search bar. I guess you look for positive health traits, and then you go from there, and then you manually look at it. But anyway. Court tutor, we can upgrade. In fact, we can make her court tutor a 16-year-old, which is fantastic. They're excellent at 16. They can hold the role for a long time. That seems like a good replacement there. Okay. Master of the Horse is excellent. Bodyguard's excellent. Bodyguard's excellent. Personal champion, excellent. Executioner, also excellent. I didn't actually even realize, because obviously it didn't tell us when we did it, because it doesn't tell you on that screen, but she is also excellent due to having very high intrigue and prowess and being sadistic. That's kind of perfect. What else have we got here? Caravan Master is probably worth having. We have some people who are very good at that, so let's put in this new guy. Let's also clear that out for a second there. Food Taster, somebody who stops hostile schemes against us. We have nobody who's good at that. Wow, that is just straight up not good. Master of the Hunt, I don't think we need. We don't need a Royal Architect. The High Almoner might be okay. Gives us monthly piety, which it's fine. Our Rick Scothy can take that role. Okay, and gives us 20% extra, which is not insignificant. Don't need control growth currently. Court Chronicler costs almost nothing, and we can put the same person in for that role as well. That's okay. Cool. I think that seems reasonable for us. Yeah, I think I'm happy with where we are now with those ones. Okay. Did we get any more artifacts, by the way, when we were conquering? No, occasionally you get like artifacts that are just sitting in the court. Oh yeah, somebody said the banners do decay, but apparently anything that's out at court never decays. I had no idea. But I guess it makes sense, just logically from thinking about it. Right. That's fine. I think I'm going to let it run a month. Yeah. We're just letting it run a month just to see what happens, right? See what pops up, see what kind of things shake out from us having made changes, and then we'll see where we're at. Lithuania suggested that we form an alliance. I mean, I'm kind of okay with that. They don't... Oh, wait a second. Did we just take this land, or did they take some land to become next to us? Well, we conquered that 3 years ago. They must have taken the last bit of land to be next to us, right? I didn't think we had a border. Yeah, was there not another nation in the middle here? I don't know. Maybe. Anyway, they want an alliance. We don't want their land. They don't want our land. This seems like a perfect alliance, honestly. Yeah, they're about equal strength. Yeah, that's a good way of getting Khazaria not to attack us, who are also about equal strength. We now have like double their strength between us. Neither of us are actively going to expand anywhere. Like, you might expand into Poland, but like, I think that honestly we're very stable where we are. We would love to conquer some of this land so they can't get there, but yeah, we'll see. Right. Next up, let's hold court. So, the end is nigh. Ragnarok is upon us. What do we want to do? We can become reclusive and get ourselves some piety. Okay. But we do have to take reclusive as a trait, which is bad. We can make Dagger become my court chaplain. That sounds like a terrible idea. It would be, yeah. Burn him. Now that is a good strategy. Burn him. There's a monster. I only have one option. It sounds like your problem. Okay, well, don't know what the other options are there. Doesn't matter. We only have one. A new arrival to my court today is one Dloth, an envoy from my acquaintance Queen Swetoslava of Poland. King Fricker has come to the attention of my liege. You're harboring an individual of particular interest. Vyacheslava has a legitimate claim to the chiefdom of Krakow. Queen Svetoslava requests and demands the return of this errant subject of hers. I send Dloth out of the room while my council deliberates. What should we do? Who is this person? Okay, so she's somebody we're never going to have in our court. We can give her up. We can refuse to allow her to be taken, or we can disguise someone else and send her instead. Well, as we don't want her, we're going to give her up. Yeah, that seems fine. And we gain some legitimacy for having done this, which is great. So we're not quite at our expected legitimacy level yet, but we're getting there. We're getting there. We have no penalty for being below it currently, which is kind of fine for us. Okay. Let's do our calculations for how far away we are from getting our religion. So, as we said before, our religion is going to be this religion. We currently hold all the holy sites. Fantastic. If we convert to that religion, it will cost us 250, and almost everybody will convert. Why won't you convert? You're stubborn and you don't like me. Well, we can fix the don't like me part. You won't convert because you're zealous. That's going to be difficult. I think we might have to just live with that one. Wow, your stats are good. Anyway. Yeah, we might have to live with that one and figure out how to fix it afterwards. But okay. So we can convert for 250 piety. And we worked out how much was it going to be for our reformation. Let's choose some expensive stuff in here. Just do it purely on cost. So we're just looking for things that look expensive. Then change some of these. Not to anything that we're particularly going to do, just to some expensive stuff. Oh, right, virtuous witchcraft is probably it's an interesting one. That would add quite a lot to our costs. Maybe don't do virtuous witchcraft. sky burials, maybe, or mummification. Yeah. Sure, something like that. And then something like this. So we're talking about 5,000 to convert? Or to do the thing? So if we say that we're looking at like another 2,000 piety maybe is ideal, so we're aiming about 7,000. Okay. That's very doable. Court grandeur went up. I must confess to being most grateful to you, King Fruitreeker, for returning Vachislava to her proper place in my realm. You have proven yourself a most honourable and true friend to the Kingdom of Poland, and I would be delighted to continue corresponding with you in the future. Only a fool would not appreciate the benefits of my holding you in high regard, and you're clearly not a fool. May you be blessed with long life and bountiful harvests. Wonderful. What a nice thing for them to send through. We can train for a tournament. Wonderful. We'll do that. Increases our prowess by 1 permanently. Wonderful. Is there a tournament I can go to? A Jarl's tournament. Does that mean we might... Oh no, I was going to say maybe we'll arrive in time. It's in Yamatland? Was that not like here? Am I crazy? It's kind of like here, but not here. So, when does it start? Starts in July. We would arrive in October. Ah, yeah, I suppose we are all the way over here. Yeah, so we will not arrive in time. But we got the free stuff for doing that. That's cool. We can hold a blot. However, I already murdered all my prisoners, which was kind of short-sighted. Yeah, maybe we'll go on a little short pilgrimage. We'll do a little pious pilgrimage. And... well, Kiever Upland. We'd head here. Get 600 martial lifestyle for going. We can actually go at a lower speeds for more piety on completion. And then maybe, yeah, maybe we go for a little humble one. How much is that? It's costing us 103. Do I need a mountaineer? Not really. Okay, we can afford this. And it was suggested that zealotry might get us more piety than altruism for what we're doing. Yeah. The reason I was going altruism every time is because it says it often leads to an increase in popular opinion, but the second part, and piety. So I kind of assumed that that would give more than zealotry, but I've been told that zealotry may give more. So why don't we be zealous? And let's go. This should be a nice quick trip. We actually gain martial here as well. So we actually gain 800 martial lifestyle experience, which is almost certainly enough for a thing, right? Yeah, that's going to get us a perk. Nice. Okay, cool. This will be a nice quick trip. We're literally just running down and running back. Meshera music. As I travel through the plains of Moskova, I hear a melody drifting gently across the landscape. A quick diversion of path brings me to a group of musicians, playing their hearts out to what must be some local Meshera music. I stop to listen to the beautiful music, Stopping to listen to the beautiful music, I find my heart filling with joy. So we can take that home with us, or I just want to learn to play. Sure, why not? I mean, it doesn't really give us anything, but I didn't need the other one either, so we might as well take it. Zealotry, a crisis of faith. As I continue my holy journey, I encounter a man by the roadside, caked in filth and wet with his tears. Are you happy now? You've taken everything from me. How am I to go on in a world ruled by a creature as cruel as Ukko? Clearly, he is desperate and having a crisis of faith. Then say if there is an answer in so it makes our pilgrimage more pious. Okay, that's cool. We are on a holy journey, join us, or these are Loki's tears. So it's 62% either way, because it's a diplomacy and learning challenge or a diplomacy challenge. And the only difference is on this one he joins our pilgrimage. You don't need to join our pilgrimage, that's fine. You can stay where you are. Hey, we converted him and got some piety. We made a friend. I'm not going to eat the random fruit. Okay. Quarrelsome lot. We've had this one before. We're just going to choose the bottom option. We don't want them to leave our entourage. Right. Carry on. We have a new heir. It's our cousin. We also have our son, Scorvir come of age. So he has a relatively good trait. Although his stats don't really reflect that. Hey, so my champions entered the contest I couldn't make on time. That's cool. Let's marry our son off. Maybe we try and reinforce Giant with him. Let's see, if we got a Giant we can marry. Let's make it all traits. Yeah, see, inheritable only shows good inheritable traits, of which Giant is not considered to be one. Well, there aren't that many people here. How about you marry this person? Or... I'm just seeing what our options are here. Yeah, you know what? Why don't you marry her? Her stats seem pretty good. Let's drag her into our court. Or at least she has some alright stats in there. Awesome. Right. Familiar trees. We are lost. I am going to find a local guide. We're going to recruit Gleb. And that will increase our cultural acceptance. Wonderful. Oh, that also gave us some seasoned traveler stuff. Not enough for the next level. Okay. We have walked the holy path. We get some pilgrim trait experience, which will be lovely. And we already have a little bit of piousness there. Our neighbor won a war, and we got a martial perk. So how are we on the pilgrim trait? I just want to see where it is now. So it's about halfway to the next level. Okay. So this is one of these. So I can take Never Back Down, which is a good one. Anything else in here good? Let's just take Never Back Down. I think that one's pretty good. Okay. Cool. Carrying on. The Calling. As I enter the sacred ground, I find Sunni staring at the altar with an absent expression. My lord, I have something to ask of you. I hope you can forgive me. This place has moved my soul. This is just a random wanderer that joined us. We've had this event before. Last time we did a pilgrimage. Basically, he wants to go and become a monk. We say, sure, we didn't want you to come back with us anyway. Which makes life a lot easier there. Appreciation. Girly, my sister, peers out over the sprawling holy site of Kiev as we make our way through the crowd. Kiev is truly a sight to behold, a place where cultures meet and faiths come together to worship. Are we not blessed to get to experience such familiarity and companionship? She looks at me excitedly. I'm not xenophilic, so I have to say the second one, which makes our pilgrimage more pious anyway. We're now a level 1 piety. Piousness. That's a better way of putting it. May I interest you in? During our pilgrimage to Kiev, I can't help but return to the local market, perusing the wares. One stand in particular catches my attention. I have the wares and my lord has the coin. These exotic goods presented would surely make a nice profit back home. Or maybe I could even save them as a gift. So, I can get exotic wares which will be sold back home. Okay, or worldly possessions, how mundane. Now the question is, do we think we're going to reach the second level? How much longer is left in my thing? I don't know. Well, can I do it on this one? I don't know how much longer is left. I'm going to take the money. Yeah, we only had 20 days. We weren't getting to the next one. That's fair enough. Acquaintance was taken prisoner, and we've done 1 level. We get 600 piety off of that. We get a bunch of experience, and we also get some legitimacy, and now we work our way back. Wonderful. Right, clear these out, and work our way back. All the way back. Our concubine became pregnant. That is fantastic news. Mystical travelers. So we can get the wise man traits to be cheaper if we want that, or we can get mystic wisdom, which can give us 1 learning. Opinion of different faiths is actually going to be very useful for us temporarily. So yeah, let's take that. Knight qualified for a tournament. You love to see it. Okay, all the way up here. We have returned home. We got a little bit more wanderer experience. Exotic wares. So I can use the wares to increase the personal scheme power, or the coin speaks to me, I get 50 gold. I will take my 50 gold. Wonderful. Right, so we're about, 400 off. We could probably execute the plan now. Just want to wait a little bit on it. How is our health? Health is fine. Okay. Range betrothal. You would like Thorgils to marry Skjaldvor. Yeah, so this will not result in an alliance. No, that'll be a no from me. Thanks for the offer, though. I made a friend. I'm friends with Jarl Ube, due to the fact that we educated him. Or we are educating him. Our culture has discovered crop rotation. What does that mean? Crop rotation. Unlocks all tribal era economic buildings. Wonderful. Okay. That's cool. Oh, that was from pedology. Ah, can become your friends and gain additional skills. That's what made him our friend. Okay, yeah, so it is because we're educating him effectively. Okay. We have yet another daughter. You'll love to see it. Okay. And... I'm just thinking about it here. Let's do a blot. Let's do a blot. I don't know if we're going to have... yeah, maybe we can have a cheap blot. Can I not hold a blot here? Does not have the ability to do grand sacrifices. Alright, well I can't even do a blot here, so let's not do that then. Guthmundur comes of age. Maybe it has to be somewhere which is your religion. Possibly. We have a son who has come of age. Let's find him somebody to marry. Yeah, maybe we lock in the giant trait when we marry him off to her. Just continue locking in the giant trait here. That seems good. He is good enough, right? Yeah, he's good. So that will lock in giant for the next generation. Awesome. Maybe we go capture a couple of people, do a quick raid. That seems like a reasonable thing to do. So raise local raiders. Okay. Make sure we're in charge, so it'll be nice and quick. And head over here. Nice! We captured somebody. Little execute. Okay. You're already raiding that one. You're already raiding that one. We will skip the queue and raid over here. Okay. Just cut through. Well, okay. Maybe we'll raid here. That's fine. Just find somewhere that says unraided. Fire and blood. Yeah, let's do a little slave capture in here. That's alright by us. Did we get any more prisoners? Nope. Okay. We could raid Khazaria. Just poke the bear a little bit. Yeah, head to Smolensk. My wife is pregnant. Fantastic. Should be another giant. How old is our wife? 44. Wow. Okay. Hey! We capture more people over here who we're going to execute. Okay. Let's head over to this one. We have to walk through here anyway, and we don't take attrition, so let's go there. Alright, no event. That's fine, I guess. Love where it says, you got an event. You're like, okay, what was it? And it goes, you didn't get an event. Right, I took this one just so that our court physician is a little bit better. Which will be nice. Education at his end. Ube has finished his education. He is a charismatic negotiator. Honestly, it could have gone a lot worse for him, given the amount of effort we put into it, which was almost none. That's fine. Head down here. We're just looking for like one more prisoner, maybe. One good prisoner. Okay. Hey, we got someone. We also have a new son, Hjalmar. Okay. Prisoner worth 50. Okay, maybe like one more good prisoner. Over here to Razan. Succession is safe. Achievement would have been got had we not already had it. That's get 10 children. Which, you know, actually fairly easy if you're playing up in this part of the world. I don't have a clue of how to pronounce that, so I'm not going to try. First time for everything. Head up here to Murom. And let's do another little siege here. Another little raid here. Alright, head to the next one. Looking almost exclusively, I'm ill, I'm better. Okay. looking almost exclusively for prisoners, which is kind of unusual. Generally, that you don't want that outcome from from raiding. I guess you do still want prisoners a lot of the time. It's just they're not usually as useful as they are for us right now. Right, we're gonna put in this guy. Wait, if my spy master is no longer eligible, does that mean that my heir is about to change? The reason I say that is, yeah, we'll choose the top option. I'm fairly certain that were we not voting for the person who was our spy master? I guess he might have been close. Yeah, and then we maybe switch to somebody else. We have yet another child. I'm no longer ill. That's good to hear. Okay. Skjoldvor comes of age. That's a fantastic amount of prowess. You want to be a shield maiden? Of course you do. Right, let's head back. Do a little disband. She is a shield maiden. We will then marry her off to... we don't have to lock in giant here. Matrilineal, inheritable traits. Let's see what we got. We sort by prowess here. Yeah, let's get this guy in. His prowess is relatively good. He's intelligent. Seems like a good choice. Right. Wonderful. They have married, so he has been dragged into our court. You'll love to see it. Rites of passage. Which child needs rites of passage? Oh. We're going down the list a little bit here. No, it must be this guy. Must be Nutter. Yep, it is. You can do a duel. You're pretty good at fighting. You can face Gondolfer. You can face my your brother-in-law. Or sorry, my brother-in-law. You can face Gondolfer. I yield, moans the older man. Nutter has dashed my knuckles and blinded me with lifeblood. He is as full-fledged a warrior as any a deserving Norse man. Okay. Tribe will gain a new champion, which gets him aspiring blade master. And he's now looking fantastic. Yeah, his prowess is through the roof. He's going to be really good at prowess, and he's going to have a lot of diplomacy. He's going to get a lot of votes. Okay, what happened to Khazaria? They're in a huge war against the tyranny. Wow, I want to just have a look at that. Oh no. This is the Khazari. So these are the people who we helped in the previous war. And every single one of their vassals is in the war against them. Oh no. Well, that's not good for them. Okay. I'm going to do a save. And the reason I'm going to do a save is because we want to have a place to come back to if things break. So, save. And we are now going to change our religion. You ready? So, first things first, what we want to do is we want to just do a simple check. Who will convert with us? Most will convert. Okay, so we're missing two. We're missing this person in Finland, who we can send a gift to. He will now convert with us. I'm almost certain of it. Yeah, so it's just Tavir. Tavir's opinion of us does make him more likely to convert. However, I don't think if we had 100 opinion with him, he would convert. So I think we're going to have to work out what we're doing with him separately. But that's fine. So we get 250 piety for doing this. Old Faith will consider us hostile. We're not worried at all about what this faith allows, because we're not going to be in it for very long. So convert to Ukonusko. We are now converted. Okay. With my decision to convert to Ukonusko, I arranged for a shaman to come to my court and conduct the rites. With the fate of my immortal soul in question, I can only pray that I have made the right decision. Metaphysica aside, I can take comfort in knowing that the majority of my realm stands united under the gods, a true Ukonusko realm. So I can get this person to join my court as well if I want them to. I think we're okay. Glory to Uko. Right. So I did lose my Yeah, I lost the person who was in charge of my religion because of reasons. It might be that it looks like she would be eligible. Maybe she didn't convert. Let's go have a look. Did you convert? Yeah, you didn't convert. So if I convert her, I lost the trait pilgrim. Oh, well that makes sense actually. So you've converted, so now you can go back into that role. Yeah, that's fine. That's all we needed to do. Okay, we now have 6,000 piety. Let's change ourselves a religion. So, we can now reform the faith because we have 3 holy sites. We have Akel, Kexholm, and Hyuma, right? Yes, that is correct. Okay. So, let's convert. Let's see what we can do. Select a color for a new faith. That is a horrible color of green that suggests. Wait, your realm does not contain at least 3 sites. Wait a second. Let's go a second here. Right. Let me double check. Maybe the sites have to be your religion. With Ukonusko holders. Ah, okay. So who holds these titles? So you hold it. You're a Satru. You would convert. Okay. Well, that one's easy. And then you hold it. And you are also a Satru. Maybe a little gift. Well, wait a second. Wait for the first person to convert. Nice. Second one. I would love for you to convert. I could offer you a... Do I have a concubine in my court I could offer you? I could offer you, like, Kai. You would not gain any opinion from that. So, like, yeah, let's not do that. Can't even gift you... I could unequip an artifact and give it to you. Do you want, the wolf fangs? Here. Why don't you have the wolf fangs? Wonderful. His opinion on me shot up. Let's convert him. Yes, fantastic. He said yes. We didn't get the 27% chance. Okay, so now we have 3. Okay, cool. We also get a whole bunch of bonuses just for this now, which is cool. Now we can reform the faith. Okay, green is a horrible color. Like, this particular color of green would only be good if we were sponsored by Razer, which is not our current situation. So, I think the yellow is fine. What colors have we got? Yellow's kind of an unused color. That would be okay. What other unused colors do we have? Orange is kind of used. Blue is Tengri. Purple's Orthodox. Yeah. I think yellow's fine. Yeah, we don't really have a strong yellow. It's like a nice strong yellow color. I think that would be good. Okay. So let's do that. Next, we need to figure out what we're choosing at the top. So these are the most important ones for us, right? These 3 things. Everything else we can work out, but we need these to be correct, and this is what we want to spend our piety on. So, what are we looking at first? So let's just go through. So, adaptive. County conversion resistance. Infidel vassals are less likely to join independents and populist factions. Opinion of different faith liege goes up. Different faith liege opinion goes up. Different faith popular opinion goes down. Okay. I don't think that's really what we're looking for. This one. Characters can decide to meditate in seclusion, reducing their stress, and possibly gaining theological insights. Makes temperate a virtue. Okay. Makes the following traits sins. Gluttonous, greedy, eager reveler. I don't think this is what we're looking for. I think having the ability to do, to do feasts, I think that's fine. Astrology. Allows the adherents to divine the stars and predict their future, increases naval speed. Don't think we need that. Carnal exaltation. Makes lustful a virtue. Makes chaste a sin. Increases fertility. Again, I don't think that's what we're looking for. Christian syncretism. Considers Christian faiths and is considered by Christian faiths to be hostile instead of evil. That's not us. Communal identity. Conversion speed in counties of my culture up. Promote culture speed in counties of my faith up. Conversion speed in counties of a different culture down. Okay, this one's interesting. It's not terrible as an idea, because it allows us to spread culture and religion really quickly if we can convert the culture. Or we can convert the religion. Like, convert one or the other, and suddenly it all speeds up. I guess the thing that's kind of interesting about this is the way I'm reading it is effectively this is just a way to speed up culture. Because, speeding up, like, religious conversion is really quick in this game. However, cultural conversion is really, really slow. And one of the reasons for this is that your vassals will convert your culture, will convert your religion, but they won't turn to convert your culture. So you'll need to do a lot more culture conversion yourself, which means that all your land will get converted really quickly because your vassals each have their own council, so they will each convert a province, and then the people under your vassals, so let's say you're a king, you can convert a province, duchy, which is under the kingdom, so I think it's like king, jarl, count for us right now, but it'd be duchy. They have their own council, they can convert a province, and then count, they have their own council, and they can convert a province. So you can convert 3 provinces on each, you can convert a province per tier, basically. And then if there are lots of counts, they can all have their own council and all convert their own provinces, and that's why it's really quick. So I actually think communal identity is really interesting, because this will give us a great way to spread our culture later, which I think is actually something I'm interested in. So maybe we lock that, right? I mean, we don't have to take it, but let's say that one's fine. Okay. Next, communal possessions. Adherents gain piety from sending gifts and giving away artifacts. Rulers gain piety from marrying low-born characters. Makes peasant leader a virtue, makes arrogant a sin. Don't think that's for us. Communion. Why can we not take that? Requires head of faith. Okay. May seek indulgences from head of faith to pay gold in exchange for piety. May seek indulgences to gain forgiveness for criminal acts. Okay, makes honest a virtue, makes deceitful a sin. Okay, it's fine. Chthonic redoubts. Convert faith in county speed in mountains is quicker. And same faith mountainous territory, promote culture is quicker. Hostile convert county in faith speed in mountainous territory is quicker. Makes giant a virtue. Now that's interesting given the amount of giants that we've got in our stuff. Attrition taken in mountains goes down. Attrition taken in desert mountains goes down. It's very mountainous heavy. I don't think this is for us. It's almost there. I think the giant of virtue thing is interesting, but yeah, I don't think this is what we're after. Divine marriage. Adherents who are married to close family members have 10 opinion from vassals of their faith. This is the one that Zoroastrianism starts with. Yeah, it makes pure-blooded a virtue. I don't think we need that. Eastern syncretism means that Eastern faiths consider you only astray. It's the same as the Christian one, but it's for Eastern ones. I think there's ones for all of them. Children with the learning education focus may gain the wise man trait. It's not bad. Exaltations of pain. Torturing prisoners earns piety instead of costing piety. Adherents are resistant to negative effects of being tortured and decide to perform self-mutilation. I don't know if that's where we're going with this one. That doesn't fit our theme. Remember, our theme is we want to be like legendary and we want to have, you know, legends about us. We want to have a strong realm which is focused on being great, and that just doesn't seem like that fits. Sanctified false conversions. People can reconvert back if to this faith is led astray. Okay. Sacred murder. Unlocks the master assassin court position. Likelihood of death or injury in battle goes up. No piety loss for killing characters of a different faith through murder schemes. Makes vengeful a virtue. Gives you prowess for every person of your religion. Requires one of the following tenets. Yeah, so requires one of these to be in there. Okay. I don't know if we need sacred murder. I don't think that's necessarily needed. Yeah. Gnosticism. I don't think we need that. Because that appears to be the same as these ones here. In terms of what it gives us. Right, pretty much. Gruesome festivals. Executions earn piety instead of costing piety. Executions never cost prestige when sharing power. Able to hold grand sacrifices. Okay. Hedonistic. Don't think we need. Human sacrifice. This is another very similar thing. We could take the raid for captives, Casus Belli, although that is for human sacrificing. It's not necessarily raid for captives so that you can then make your court better. There's the Islamic syncretism, then there's the Jewish syncretism. Legalism. Reduce law costs by 10% for each virtue a ruler has. Increase law costs for 10% for each sin. Vassals and courtiers are less likely to join factions against the virtuous ruler. Vassals and courtiers are more likely to join factions against the sinful ruler. Electors under elective succession are more likely to vote for the choice of their liege if their liege is just. That's interesting. Potentially that's something to go for. Literalism. May debate other lords of the realm at the cost of opinion. I don't think that's what we're going for here. Enables the construction of megaliths in temple holdings and great megaliths in duchy holdings. Okay. Sure. County conversion speed goes up by 33. I mean, I like that. Characters of this faith gain additional bonuses upon successful completion of a pilgrimage. Is this better than ancestor worship? Level of splendor goes up, maximum long range bonus. Characters of faith gain additional bonuses upon successful completion of a pilgrimage. I think it might be. Yeah, let's say that this one is better for now. So where were we? We were in M. Okay. To take vows and become a monk. Adherents do not wear clothes. We'll not take that one. We're not a pacifist. Ecclesiarchy. Fervor per holy site held. Characters of the faith gain additional bonuses upon successful completion of a pilgrimage. Polyamory. Don't think we need that because we're going to have concubines. Pursuit of power. Rulers have a conquest casus belli against neighboring rulers. Prestigious rulers can use invasion casus belli once per lifetime. Makes ambitious, disloyal, virtuous traits. Yeah, maybe not. Reincarnation. You can be considered the reincarnation of an ancestor? Okay. Religious law. Rulers with high learning may condemn their sinful vassals. We can be a ritual cannibal. We can do ritual feasts. We can do ritual things here. What's this? Can host other characters as an honored guest. Okay. Sacred childbirth. People are less likely to die during childbirth. I mean, that's pretty good. Not necessarily what we're looking for, but pretty good. Adherents can earn piety for successfully completing intrigue schemes. Nope. Sanctity of nature. Nope. Tax non-believers. Don't need that. Members of the clergy can serve as commanders or champions. I mean, that's kind of cool. It's better than sanctity of nature for now. So it's unrelenting faith. Vows of poverty. Rulers can decide to make a vow of poverty, reducing monthly tax income but increasing monthly piety gain. And then warmonger. Which is also gives us what unrelenting faith gives us. Except that you don't have to be at war. I like this. I think this makes us go in a specific direction. Having an at-peace opinion instead of an offensive war opinion. Also means that there's a reason to join your allies' wars, because just passively being at war means that you don't take the opinion negative. Yeah. Okay. I think that's fine. Yeah, maybe we take this. So we stick with warmonger, basically. So, communal identity, preachers, then warmonger. So we convert things quicker if it's in our culture or faith, and it's slower outside of that. We convert counties quicker anyway. So what we're doing is we're taking a We're increasing the speed that we convert counties. We're then taking a decrease if they're not our culture, but we're increasing the speed that we can convert the culture, meaning that we can spread our culture a lot quicker once we decide upon a culture. So that seems good. So how much is it costing us? Only 3,000 so far. Right. View on gender. Now, we probably want to equal that because it's generally better for us. So we probably want to switch to equal because then it increases the pool of people that we can choose from. Yes, I think that's just generally better because you effectively double the pool of people that you can choose from. Religious attitude. So we can be fundamentalist, righteous, or pluralist. So this one increases county conversion speed by 20%, but counties of other faiths are more likely to join factions against you. Increased danger from heresies when at low fervor. You can revoke landed titles from hostile and evil infidels without invoking tyranny. Does make minority vassals unhappy. We can go with righteous, which is kind of a neutral option. Or pluralist, which lowers the county conversion speed. We're going to go fundamentalist. We're going to go converting quickly. And, yeah, adherents of other faiths are going to be very unhappy at us. So, our faith is going to be very insular for a short amount of time. Right. Temple holdings are leased out to their holder's realm priest, who then serves them as a theocratic vassal. We can instead have lay clergy. So, secular rulers directly control their own temple holdings, get all associated benefits. I like controlling your own temple holdings because that allows you the option to get a lot of buildings that give you bonuses to the holder. Head of faith. Let's have a head of faith. So we can either make it a spiritual head of faith, where it's given to a prominent clergy member. Or we can make it temporal, in which case it's the founder of the faith. I usually go temporal, but maybe we'll go, let's go spiritual. Let's mix it up a little bit. Let's have somebody else be the head of faith. So they can grant gold to pious adherents. They can also grant claims. So this is kind of like we're creating a pope position for us here, which is cool. Pilgrimage stuff, we can have it be encouraged, mandatory, or forbidden. I think encouraged seems pretty good. Yeah. Lowers monthly piety by 25%. I assume unless you do the pilgrimage. Okay. Let's just make it encouraged. I think that's fine. Here, I think marriage type concubines is fine. I think that's absolutely okay. I think that works fine for what we want. Divorce. Always allowed. Sounds good to me. Bastardry. No bastards. All children are equally legitimate. That is interesting. Let's do it. So there's no bastards in our realm. Every single child is legitimate. That's gonna make things interesting. Here. So we can choose what kind of marriage we want to have. So we can have a close kin taboo. So any extended family members or close family members is forbidden. Cousin marriage, we can have avunculate marriage. So cousins, aunts, nephews, uncles, nieces is allowed. Or unrestricted. I think cousin marriage is okay. I don't think we need to go down the Zoroastrian path. Or at least the CK3 Zoroastrian path. Right. Same-sex relations, we could just accept those. Those are fine. Deviancy, do we want deviancy in our realm? Gives you stress lost. It's shunned to your faith currently. Virtuous. No, but we could maybe have that accepted. That's fine. Male adultery and female adultery both accepted. That seems fine. Kinslaying. It is criminal. I like how you can be like, it's accepted. I don't know. I think we'll just have that be close kin is criminal. That's fine. Witchcraft accepted. We could make it virtuous. We'll think about that. What are current sins? So sins are gluttonous, craven, arbitrary, and fickle. Okay. And then temperate, brave, just, and stubborn are virtues. Okay. Clerical function. So, members of the clergy can serve as commanders and champions as recruitment, but we don't need that because we have Warmonger. So this should be the same no matter what. Although this does give clergy extra prowess just for being clergy. Lowers domain taxes though. Alms and pacification. Lowers domain tax, but the clergy won't have any domain taxes because I have all the land. Yeah. In which case we'll take the prowess. Yeah. Because they won't have any taxes because we did lay clergy. So secular rulers will control the temple holdings anyway. So this shouldn't matter. Okay. Clerical gender, either. That seems fine. Clerical marriage. Yeah, sure. Allowed. That seems okay. Rulers can appoint their own realm priest or court chaplain and can be fired. Yeah, that seems pretty good. Funerary tradition. What do we want? So we have stoic. Death is not a time for grief and lamentation. Bewailing burial. Soul has begun its long journey to Tulonella and will never see them again in the living world. It's imperative that all new the dead gather and offer their grief in a public show of bewailment. Cremation, which is what we currently have. Sky burials. We can give ancestors a sky burial, granting piety and pleasing their vassals. Charnel Grounds duchy building can be built. Vassals may build the Great Tower of Silence duchy building. Okay, to bolster the county zeal if their liege's faith does not engage in sky burials. Or mummification. We get powerful artifacts. I like sky burials. It also gives you disease resistance. So it's only costing us 4,000. Witchcraft. It's now virtuous. I think that seems fine. I think I'm happy with where we're at. Convert things quicker. I don't see any major issues. I think I'm happy with this. I don't think there's anything we're going to want to change later. I mean, Warmonger, I guess, is the only thing we might want to change. But I guess if we want to change Warmonger, we're on a different series. Because, yeah, we're kind of where we need to be. Now, which vassal isn't going to convert? Severe. Well, that makes sense, because he didn't convert to the first religion. So, yeah, obviously he's not going to convert to this one. Reform faith. Do it. See, now all of this is old Ukonusko, and now we could create a new faith if we'd wanted to, and then have it be a new faith, but we don't care. That's fine. And then our land, I believe, converted, and then, weirdly, some other random bits of land converted. Yeah, it looks like it converted, like, odd vassals. Anyway. High Shaman. Okay. Of the Ukonusko High Council. What do you hold? This duchy. Okay. I don't even know. Oh, because it's showing him because he's the leader of the religion. I forgot. Yeah, we just made him out of nowhere. Okay, we got the weird little light show behind as well. Okay, well, let's let the game pop up something. There we go. At long last, I've managed to gather every important shaman in the world together so that they can discuss our beliefs and establish an official doctrine to guide our faith into the future. Impassioned shamans are already talking about launching great holy wars to spread their new faith across the world, and are promoting asceticism among their followers, claiming that materialistic pursuits block the path to spiritual fulfillment. The Ukonusko shamans have chosen Fruriker as their new high shaman, who will determine religious doctrine and arbitrate interfaith disputes for the entire Ukonusko world. Wonderful. Right, now, we have one vassal who is unhappy. This dude should be very unhappy at us. You want to convert? 1%. It's not 0. But yeah, no, I don't think it's going to work. I think we need to sway him a little bit, maybe. He's my spy master and he doesn't like us? Okay, you're no longer my spy master. I'm sorry. We just can't be having that. Ruta, you're my spy master now. Wonderful. Right. We can now host a festival. Oh, cool. And we can make a sacrifice to the gods. Wait a second, did I take that? I don't remember taking the festival one. Did I take festival? No. But we can do it anyway. Okay, maybe that's something from the Ukonusko religion base. Yeah, like there are some things that each religion just happens to have, so... Yeah, maybe we can just do these festivals? I mean, that's kind of cool. Although maybe that's going to disappear in a second, because maybe that's Ukonusko as an old Ukonusko, and then when we go forward a month, that's not going to exist. No, it still seems to be there. Okay, that's cool. We can still do sacrifices if we want to, which is basically a blot. Alright, cool. Right, well, I think that the episode has gone on long enough. I think it's time to end it. And next time, we need to figure out, well, what exactly we're going to be doing. I guess we can just revoke that land from Tavira now that I think about it, given that, yeah, given that they are a, an evil religion. Huh. Yeah, I guess we could do that. But yeah, we need to figure out what we're doing. Probably a lot of converting, probably a lot of change of direction. We no longer care about piety in any way, shape, and form. So we're kind of good to go on a lot of other things. Maybe it's time to start building up everything we got. Maybe make our realm a little bit more connected, potentially. Maybe go into Khazaria and take a chunk of land, given that they're not going to be able to stop us. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.